Solar Frontier has been charging ahead with sales in Japan. It's recently announced an expansion, the module manufacturing expansion. But I wanted to find out, as you cover the whole of Europe for the company, what's the availability of Solar Frontier's modules in Europe?
Yeah, Solar Frontier is a company already having 1 gigawatt of production, where the lion's share of the business today goes to Japan, but there's a clear commitment from the company, from the management as well as from the shareholders, to place a significant amount of panels into the European market. This is also in the light of our future strategy that the company can only be successful if they are successful international. I mean, Japan is a very nice market for this moment, very strong market, and we take good advantage of this. But we also know in the long run we can only be successful as a company if we are successful international. Very often the thin film is considered as a low efficiency panel. In our technology it's a little bit different. Even our efficiency today is quite high. When you look at our flagship module this moment, 170 watts, we're looking already at the efficiency of 13.8%, which is not so far away from polycrystalline these days. I think the biggest advantage we have is not the efficiency per se, but actually the yield of the product. And here we have some advantages over crystalline, in particular the temperature coefficient, but also low light behavior and the good performance even under difficult angles, where we capture several percent over crystalline. And this is something where we turn around and say, okay, kilowatt hours per kilowatt peak, we are significantly better than crystalline. And this offsets a lot the disadvantage we have from the efficiency.
Obviously, with the benefit of that low light operations, what are the kind of applications that you're seeking in Europe?
Yeah, I mean we're not particularly only focused on ground, but I think our modules in particular are very well suited for the roof market. Well, they are framed. If you look at them here, they are framed to come with a 35mm frame. They are aesthetically very, very nice. They're all black, which is also an advantage in the roof. And because particularly the UK roofs are very, very special. They have little chimneys, little here and there, a little bit shading there. And the module with such a good tolerance for shading is ideally suited for the roof market. And you can use standard components with our modules. So one of the perceptions is very often you need special inverters or special grounding, and in reality you don't need all that. You can use standard inverters, standard cabling, standard components, standard mounting structures by using our modules.
The company doesn't turn down ground-mounted projects. Can you give us an idea of the kind of PV power plants that you've done here in Europe, and I think you've done some in the UK as well?
We have done some in the UK as well, especially with one of our partners, Be Electric, a significant one. The biggest one we've done in Europe so far was the one in Bochum, East Germany, north of Berlin. And it was close to 30 megawatts, which is online since more than a year now. And we have the performance data for this as well.
Obviously, the company recently announced a new CIS thin film manufacturing plant to a template of about 150 megawatts. Yep. And they said that this potentially could be used in other regions. Is that potentially then apply that technology and that manufacturing line to places like Europe? Absolutely.
This fab that we will now starting in Tohoku, which is announcement was in December, will be a 150 megawatt plant, which is planned to be online early next year, will be a blueprint for other regions. So we try to replicate the process that we apply there as well as the product that we're building there in other regions. And we're looking in different regions of the world in order to get less dependent on the currency rate as well as on logistics costs, which becomes more and more of an issue. And in this way we plan to have local production in place. And besides the module, one thing that we also offer nowadays a lot, where we're trying to also go in the market, is not just products, but also in system solutions. When if you just see a Solar Frontier as a company, close to 250 engineers in R&D. Just R&D, not just thinking modules technology, thinking system technology, optimizing the system, because the module only performs when the system performs. So for us, looking the whole system, optimizing the system is something we are really looking into. And then we also are trying to support the system with a company warranty, which comes with very strong shareholders of us. Yeah.
This new blueprint 150 megawatt type production will actually integrate the next generation of cell technology for the company. So the efficiencies will go even higher than 14%.
Yeah, the efficiency is one point which we're working on, but another important point for us where we have a chance to do is the weight of the module. I think the future for us will be lightweight, because right now we are glass on glass, which carries some weight. I think our technology in particular is suited for going into different materials there and going into lightweight. So you enable roofs and markets that are not able to carry PV at this moment in the future. This is a major route that we are taking as well.
So as far as you're concerned, Solar Frontier is very much committed to expanding its product availability and systems solutions to installers and project developers in Europe.
Exactly, yeah. And UK is here one of the key markets. We had identified 3 markets in Europe where we are particularly strong, like to be particularly strong in, and UK is one of them. As there's a long-term commitment on the UK side for the PV market. So we see this as a sustainable market.
Well, Thomas, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.